What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. So we have another horror trailer review and reaction to do today, and this is one we have been waiting for since last year, since we first reported on this film back on December 11th of 2024 during our daily episode number 46, I believe, is when we first caught wind of this film. And yesterday, ahead of today's trailer release, they being the studio, provide us I think it was like a 8 or 9 second clip from this film. It was very short. So ahead of this teaser trailer that dropped today, I did check the runtime for this. So it's about 1 minute and 2 seconds. It's not that long. We're getting ready to jump into that. But we're first going to go through these article details, and we are going to touch on some other information about this particular story. So the Ritual teaser trailer, Al Pacino and Dan Stevens conduct most terrifying exorcism in U.S. history. So as you can see, this literally just dropped 3 minutes ago, 10 minutes ago, by the time I got the video done and everything and got everything ready. So we have here Al Pacino, what he looks like in the film. So obviously we all know Al Pacino. He's getting up there in age, so rightfully so. Probably didn't take much makeup for him to get to look like this. Probably just had to cut his hair because we all know he's had some crazy long hair at times. So this probably looks pretty spot on for what Al Pacino looks like today. All right, so let's jump down into the article details. Al Pacino and Dan Stevens head into the exorcism arena for the upcoming horror movie The Ritual, and XYZ Films has unleashed the official teaser trailer today. The film will be released in theaters nationwide June 6th, 2025. Sanctioned by the church, condemned by Satan, based on the true story of the possession of Emma Schmidt. David Medell directs from a script he co-wrote with Enrico Natale. Again, not sure how to pronounce that. Hopefully I was close to it. 2 priests, one questioning his faith, played by Stevens, and one reckoning with a troubled past, will be Pacino, must put aside their differences to save a possessed young woman through a difficult and dangerous series of exorcisms. The film is said to be an authentic portrayal of the Schmidt case, which remains the most thoroughly documented exorcism in American history. And then they have a link there where you can learn more about it, the film. We have the casting here, and then we have the trailer, the teaser trailer we're gonna watch. We have this image from the film that was released yesterday with that 8-second clip, and then the poster that's been released since December of last year for the film. This is based on true events. So before we jump into this teaser trailer, obviously I've said this before. I think I've said this in just about every film when it comes to this topic. The subgenre of religious horror, exorcisms, exorcists, things of that nature is by far my favorite subgenre for horror. I don't know why, it just is. I love everything to do with this subgenre. So when I heard about this film, rightfully so, I was excited for it. Gonna see it regardless of what anyone says, anyone's reviews, opinions about it. I'm going to see this film. Now, like any other film, and they're typically on horror films, when someone, based on true events, based on a true story, I always immediately think to myself, okay, how true is this? Let me go out there and start looking. So it does mention in here in the article, towards the end, we'll scroll back down there real quickly, authentic portrayal of the Schmidt case. So if you go out there and you start Googling about this film, about these individuals, there is a woman named Anna Uckland, and that was the pseudonym used for Emma Schmidt. So Emma Schmidt, from what I could find, was born in 1882. She passed, so supposedly she passed in 1941. So there's an Anna Eklund by Emma Schmidt who passed in 1941, which would have made her 59. But there's also a Hulda Emma Schmidt, so that also could have potentially been her, who passed away in 1964, which would have made her 81 years old. So there's this debate on which of these two individuals was truly her, which would have been a drastic difference in age when you think about 59 years old to 81, 1941 to between 1964. But it does cover off on the fact that yes, she was dealing with demonic or this demonic possession or these issues for several decades. It wasn't just a matter of just, this all of a sudden just popped up and started happening. Apparently she had been dealing with it for quite some time. And Al Pacino, who is playing the father, I don't know if his name is this in the film, but the individual that he's portraying is Theophilus Resinger. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that name at all, but he was a Roman Catholic priest. This was done here within the U.S. It happened within Des Moines. I believe it was Des Moines, Iowa. So and my understanding was, from what I could find out, this exorcism took place over the amount of 23 days. And based on what was documented, there was a story done that was featured or was put, I think it was in the Times magazine back in 1980, but it wasn't published. It was going to be published, but it wasn't published because something to do with the Catholic Church not sanctioning it and didn't give their approval for it. But from my understanding, either it was the Times or Time magazine. I know one of them supposedly was publishing something based off a pamphlet that was done and put together in Germany, which found its way back to the US, was eventually translated, and then that's when supposedly Time magazine wanted to publish it. And actually, let me rephrase that. I think it was 1980, I think, was when it started to kind of draw up some, I don't want to say controversy, but I think it was in the 30s is when the Times started to publish it. So my mistake on that date. He passed away. The priest passed away in 1941, from what I could find. But one of the things I find interesting about the story is they are saying that after that 23 days, she was, they exorcised all these demons and everything, but she still, even after this, still had minor or very mild demonic possession tendencies, or, I don't even know if that's the right word to use, but it seemed like she wasn't fully, and cured wouldn't be the right word. It was like the exorcism wasn't fully successful. Maybe that's the best way to put it, again, from what I could find out. So anyways, just want to provide that brief background of some additional information I found out about these individuals as it goes for the story, because again, they are saying it is based off of true events. So with that said, let's jump into the trailer and see what this one is about.
We are the Lord's army in this battle. Emma is not well. I need a team of 3. Father Steiger will be taking notes and assist with restraints. The devil will do whatever it takes to foil our plans. We must be resolute and hold back the darkness.
Emma?
Satan and his demons, depart this woman!
Be the light, Emma!
So as you can see, again, it was just a teaser trailer. It was only a minute long, but checks every box off as far as what I would expect from a religious horror film for an exorcism. I am all in, checks every box for me. I can't wait to see this film. And again, let's go back. I think I said it was June. Let me go back and see. June 6th, 2025. That's when it was supposed to come out. That's when it's coming out. It was supposed to come out around Easter weekend originally, but it got pushed back to June. So I do remember that. But I cannot wait to see this film. So it hits on I'm glad they did show a bit of the actress being possessed. I mean, just the cracking, she's standing at the cracking of the neck. She's looking in the mirror breaks, and then they obviously have when she's tied down and they're performing a part of the exorcism, and she's leaning back and screaming. The actress just so far is definitely hitting it as far as the portrayal. Again, it's only a minute long, so hopefully we will get a full 2.5 minute, maybe a 3-minute trailer here in the next month or two before it does finally release. But This isn't Al Pacino's first go around in I don't want to say religious horror. He did play, if you've never seen The Devil's Advocate with him and Keanu Reeves, highly recommend that film. He plays the devil here on Earth, and Keanu Reeves is meant to help bring apart the Antichrist. So again, it's just one of those 90s films I've always gravitated towards. I always absolutely love. I'm an Al Pacino fan, I'm a Keanu Reeves fan, so that one obviously I'm gonna like, but it did touch on a bit on religious horror as well. Definitely, like I said, definitely interested in this one. We'll see it. I might even go to theaters and see this one. This will be probably one of those few ones I might just check out in theaters, because again, this is just my favorite subgenre. So drop a comment in the comment section. Let us know what you think about the official teaser trailer for The Ritual. It was a minute long. Let us know what you thought. Do you enjoy or do you like religious horror films? Is it a subgenre you're into? If not, let us know as well. I would like to know if there's a reason why you're just not into it. Is it just because it just doesn't sit well with you, or is it just something that you just don't like to partake in? Let us know in the comment section. Also, if you haven't done so already, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Otherwise, we'll see you at the next one. Peace.